We were watching one of our favorite videos on the Newport Jazz Festival, and we heard this voice that we had heard thousands of times throughout our lives, always introducing a beautiful act, always introducing a meaningful exchange. And Rich stopped the video and looked up who the voice was, who was the person introducing the next act in the Newport Jazz Festival, and it was Willis Conover. And that was the beginning of a very long rabbit hole. We started looking up Willis Conover, all of the projects he did, and Voice of America came up. And from there we bought Cold War Radio, which is a book that outlined all of Voice of America's history, the idea of sharing really good music and authentic exchanges between humans across the world. People didn't know Willis Conover in the States. People in Russia, across the world behind the Iron Curtain, knew Willis Conover because that was their only outlet. As people across the ocean in Europe, behind the Iron Curtain, he was really, really well known for sharing American culture, jazz culture, big thinkers, authentic like philosophers in the States. They're trying to show all sides of what culture was like here, and jazz was a really big part of that. So we started reading more about the VOA and Radio Free America, and the idea of sharing literature and the idea of sharing jazz was very pivotal. Just as we were finishing the book, the Trump administration cut funding to the VOA, and at that same time, the Conservative Party was saying that they were going to cut funding to our CBC, and we had just been introduced to this huge world of sharing information and passion and the weird stuff and the good stuff and the authentic stuff, and then in this world, these things started to disappear. And the other day, Rich sent a text to me that said that the Trump administration had now cut funding to PBS and NPR, and like going after Sesame Street is something that really like dug in deep to my heart. In these days, things like this, things like what we're doing and things like what you're doing, even if it's just in your home, is so important to be able to keep doing the weird art and sharing the weird stories and the authentic connections, even without funding. It's important.